Greetings, demons, and welcome to Warhammer Weekly, episode 77. So, we do have a bit of a quiet week this time around. A lot of the articles and stuff that Warhammer and, Games Workshop have been publishing have been about the new edition and new rules for Kill Team, which I didn't really cover. But there is still a little bit to talk about, as well as my pickups for the week. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into those pickups and play that intro.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
So this time around, for pickups, we of course once again have the new issues of Stormbringer, starting with issue 71. This one is Skaven themed and includes two new paints for the subscription. So we have Night Quester Flesh and Coelia Green Shade, which, not the most useful paints in my experience, but at least one of those I don't have. I don't have Green Shade. I do think I have the other one, Quest of Flesh or whatever. But yeah, still not bad. Then for issue 72, we do have the, is it the Archeon, the Everchosen character for the Stormcast, which obviously is for my partner, not for me, but looks pretty interesting. The guy looks actually pretty cool for a Stormcast, especially for a named character. Then something I'm a little bit more interested in for 73, we have the Orc Ard Boys, which, very, very cool Orc Boys. And, a lot of plastic in this one. That is actually a ridiculous amount. But yeah, very, very cool there. And then finally, issue 74, and this one comes with the Guardian Idol. And, this is just basically a statue. Bit of terrain. I think it does have in-game rules to have effects for Stormcast, but pretty neat little thing, but nothing that I care too much about. And that's the thing. Stormcast as of late, sorry, not Stormcast, Stormbringer, I'm getting kind of tired of. I'm getting towards the end, but yeah, it just there's not as much that interests me now with it. I have a lot of plastic that's unpainted, unbuilt. I need to get into it. I need to actually get making it all. But yeah, it's just a time sink I don't have right now, unfortunately. So going into our first topic for the week, we have a new Blood Bowl star player. And once again, we are continuing the whole Chaos Dwarfs and Goblin sort of thing with a new Hobgoblin. This guy is very interesting. His name is Rashnak Backstabber, and as you can assume, he's a backstabbing little goblin, but very interesting design on this guy. I don't think, from memory, I don't think I've actually seen a Hobgoblin within the Warhammer art style. So this guy's kind of new to me. He's got the elongated head. He is a goblin. He's just a regular he's like a grot, but just a little bit more elongated. Spiky fingernails, spiky toes even, and yeah, he looks pretty interesting. Kind of looks like an assassin in some ways. Obviously, with the sports equipment on, he's clearly not. But you could definitely modify him or kitbash him into something a little bit more traditional, traditional AOS or whatever, or traditional fantasy, I suppose. And yeah, this guy looks pretty cool. I like the fact that he does have two different blades. They have slightly different design as well. It's a new star player. You can't complain. It is something different, as I say. It's not something we see very often with Hobgoblins. But yeah, there's not really too much to say about him. He looks cool. He looks interesting. I do find it interesting that his key art, the hand-drawn sketch, has him wearing a black mask hood thing. I just kind of find that a bit weird, because obviously the model is painted to be red. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty neat. And nice to have a little bit more variety, It's not just the regular stuff that you expect from them. Having Hobgoblins in there does add a little bit of variety. So, yeah, pretty cool. And that is what we have to talk about. Which leaves us just with the Rumour Engine for the 10th of September as our final topic. And this time around, once again, not all too much to be said about it, because it is some sort of serrated, almost like a saw blade. It looks like it has a handle of some kind, so I assume it's some sort of melee weapon, but as of what specifically, I wouldn't be too sure. It could be in the form of some sort of emblem for one of the various factions. I'm definitely leaning into this being fantasy, so probably AOS. But yeah, I'm not really too sure what to make of this one. It's kind of interesting. The fact that it's not like perfect serrated, it's not like repeated design, it's like all over the place. Like it kind of screams, chaos or something a little bit more barbaric, maybe even Orc, potentially. I don't know. But yeah, it definitely looks interesting. I like the scratch effects and stuff, which is obviously done with the paint. But yeah, it gives you a lot of ideas on what this could be. It's definitely something that's seen a bit of action, something that is a bit haphazard, just kind of put together from like scraps. Could even be something for Skaven, potentially. Who knows? But yeah, there's not really too much to go off, unfortunately, when it comes to this Rumour Engine. But yeah, that is everything we have to talk about right now. Which does mean that is everything for the week. So, as I have been saying the last few weeks, because a lot of the articles and news and stuff coming out of Warhammer have been based around, new rules and stuff, which I just do not cover. Please, if you are wanting a bit more, Warhammer in your week, check out the website. Obviously, the links below to the articles we've covered, but obviously you can just check out the Warhammer community page from there. Check out all the different articles if you're interested in any of the Kill Team like updates, essentially, for New Edition. But yeah, there really just isn't too much to actually talk about recently, other than when there's been events with a few reveals. Like, there really just isn't much, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's always going to be like this, where some weeks are going to be a bit quieter than others. But yeah, at the end of the day, still some cool stuff. I do quite like the Hobgoblin, and yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new to it, and ring the bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below for some feelings about the two topics this week. Do you like the Hobgoblin? I say I quite like him, but yeah, it's more Blood Bowl. I just do not care. But yeah, still all good, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but we'll survive. I just wanna take